Okay, so we're going to go through the posting method because there was a lot of, I would probably say, misinformation around what is the correct posting method. Specifically with this item here, this sort of elastic, kind of self-adhesive. This can be really dangerous. We had some bad problems and experiences with that. We used it, and because you have to stretch it to get it to stick, or not really get it to stick, but you have to like stretch it and expand it to wrap the dog's ears in a secure way. It basically messed up our dog's ears for like an extra 3 weeks. So we're gonna leave some space here. I'll go ahead and tag the original guy who helped us kind of create our own way. But we're gonna leave that same amount of space. You need a box cutter, a few of these popsicle sticks. This is, I think, athletic tape, and then this one is the paper tape hurt free. So once you have created that, you're gonna want to do a couple of them at the exact same length. Measure them out. Alright, so we got 2 of them now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get it started right about there. Cut right down the middle. Okay, then once you have that, you're going to go ahead and fit this popsicle stick right between the slice that you just made. And this is the important part. What I like to do is I like to get just a long bit of it going, so I don't have to unspool it as I go through the post. So I get a pretty good amount going. And what you want to do is you want to tape this one right to the edge of the backer rod. You're going to spin it around all the way until you see it reach itself. And then you're going to do a little twist here, and then you're going to spin it again around so that the adhesive is now outwards. Okay, so now I can see that the adhesive stuck. And then what I do is I kind of fold it on itself right there again to begin going downwards. You got to do it. Then you want to make sure you leave a little bit of this backer rod at the bottom exposed. So that. I'm just gonna cut it there, and there's our first posting. We're gonna do that's my Doberman in the background. We're gonna do the exact same thing here. And these are the postings. There we go. So I'm gonna put those together for now. The next portion of this is a little more tedious. I use the popsicle stick to measure out how long the athletics tape that I use is. So here we go. I'm going to put some down here. I definitely recommend using a cutting board. Makes things much easier. So then the box cutter, once I measure out how far it is, cut across, and then cut again. So we're gonna again use this popsicle stick to measure out how much of this will be used for the bridge. So once you've measured out this one can be much more difficult to cut, so I usually just press down there. It's a much cleaner cut. Okay. So we really only need half of this, which is why we're going to cut this in half. Just be careful not to apply too much pressure. Okay, so you really only need one of these for the bridge. I usually throw the other one right back on since it's self-adhesive, and that'll be for my next posting. Then what I do is I measure out the blade from here to here. This will be the portion that wraps around his ear to secure the bridge. So you really just need to separate. Yep. There we go. See how it kind of like, just like that. And do the same thing to this side. There we go. And this is all the materials you need to post your Doberman's ears. Okay. He gets a little uncomfortable at first, but yes, and his ears must be cleaned. We recommend alcohol wipes very gently Okay, so you find the bell of his ear right there. This goes right in there. I know, bub.
It's okay.
And then once you have this portion, you grab your piece of tape. He still gets a little uncomfortable during this process. Hold on, babe. Don't push it. Alright, so see how I stuck it in there? And then we wrap towards the inside of his ear. Not hard, just kind of throw it over at first. And then we bring it in. See how it just wraps in on itself?
Not tight.
Not tight. Just kind of lays there. Then we'll do the next one slightly overlapping. So I'm going to overlap the other one slightly, press to the medical tape. Okay. Yeah, I still require her to help me.
Stay.
We had some trouble with his ears in the past.
That's still good.
Yeah. Because we use that horrible compression self-adhesive tape. Okay, so then we're going to do it again. Very gently, does not need to be pressed tight. Should be a very painless process for the pup. I will probably put another piece, so if you guys do see that, actually.
Stay. Stay. Stay.
See if I can wrap it up. Cover the white, yep, okay, see? That's good, so I didn't need another piece. His ears completely, then just kind of press it in, and that's one post done. That part of his ear that I need again. Push the backer rod into it. Okay, now it's secure.
Stay.
Grab my next piece of tape. This is where it's important that he stays still for this first one especially. I know, bub. I know. I know. I know. Boom. First one's done. Now we do the next one, same way, slightly overlapping the first. I know, because I wanted to ensure it wraps all the way down rather than wrapping up. Press, press, press. Postings are done. This is the next part. This is the bridge. See, we're gonna put it in here just like that. Try to keep it even. It can be difficult, but you see how it wraps around him right there. Pinch it, pull the other piece around. And you're gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. Again, try to keep it even. Looks better. Okay, so bring that piece in, bring this piece around. Then you grab this and just pinch both on each side, making sure it's even again. And you'll see this flex. It'll be like loose and then tight depending on him moving his ear muscles. You definitely want that though. You don't want it to be too restrictive. And there it is. Here's yours have posted. And this is the best method we've come up with. This is Arlo, full post. We put a donut around. Hey, come here, come here, come here, Arlo. Come, put a donut around him. We use actual pillow stuffing, even though it was meant for air. He played rough with our other pups, so this one just made more sense, and he likes to lay on the pillow. That's him.